what's about to happen is not going to be big. It's going to be really big. And as you can see on the screen here, actually, Bitcoin, as we've been discussing for the past few days, is above not only the 21, but also now the 50-day moving average. And as well, we've just actually gotten more and more evidence that alt season is about to start. And it's about to be bigger than I think most people realize. And Bitcoin itself looks like it's ready for its own breakout, mommy makeout confirmed. So let's actually take a little deep dive in here. It's officially alt season according to bull theory. Confirmed breakout after months of Bitcoin dominance. Index has finally crossed into official alt season territory. It's been about 275 days since the last alt season, while the average gap is about 70 days. This makes the current setup much stronger. We know how much compression we've been under. We know how underperforming alts have been. And all this will do is end up making the pump even bigger when it actually happens. And it's about to happen. History rhymes. Previous long gaps, like in 2021, were followed by explosive rallies that lasted about a little over 3 months. And rotation is in progress. Bitcoin has been the main play through these ETFs, but capital is now starting to rotate into alts. And I actually want to look at this chart here, which is the Bitcoin dominance chart. In just 2 days, we will have 6 consecutive red candles for Bitcoin dominance. Each one of these candles on the screen is 2 weeks. So if this candle closes red, it's been 6 consecutive weeks of Bitcoin dominance falling. Very similar to alt seasons of baby bull past. This is not the time to be bearish. This is the time to take off your clothes, lock your door, and get extra bullish. Take it from me, this could be big. We also see September may be the worst month for Bitcoin on average, but when it is green, it ends up being an extremely green, very bullish Q4. And so far, this month of September, we're only a little less than halfway through. So far, it's looking kind of good, and it has the potential of looking even better. We also know that Bitcoin and crypto exchange Gemini is now trading publicly on NASDAQ. Big milestone. For that, they had the Winklevi, the brothers, on CNBC. Him and his brother saying that Bitcoin is going to 1 million. So absolutely scoop as much as possible. My advice to you is get some Bitcoin before it's $1 million per coin, or before it's $5 million per coin. Either way, it's coming, and it's coming hard. Potentially, it's coming fast. We also see that a liquidation heat map on Bitcoin is currently showing big pockets of liquidity on both sides. So with that being said, there is going to be volatility most likely. There's going to be pumps and dumps. It is going to be explosive. It's going to be volatile. And that's expected. That's exactly how it's always been. So while I think we're about to explode massively to the upside, I don't think it's going to be in a straight line. And I think that the juice is about to be let loose. Bitcoin is about to follow the massive rally that gold has been on. Gold has just been absolutely erupting. And I think Bitcoin is about to do its own version of that. And I think it's going to shock a lot of people with how high, how fast, and how hard it goes up. Bitcoin spot ETFs bought over $500 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday. Massive. Again, casually, just $500 million. The most successful ETFs in history, and they've barely even gotten started. This thing is going much higher. If you're a baby bull watching this, congratulations. If you're a baby bear watching this, get your head out of the toilet, get your fingers out of your butt, and start thinking with your brain instead of thinking with your butt. Also, Michael Saylor quoted here saying, soon every billionaire will buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, and the supply shock will be so great we'll stop measuring Bitcoin in terms of fiat. I don't think people are really ready for what actually happens when there's a paradigm shift. People look at this thing, man, they think they're looking at it compared to so many other things that they've seen in the past. And I've said this so many times, that's wrong. It's wrong to do that. We haven't seen something disrupt finance like this ever. You cannot compare this to the anything, right? It's been compared to tulips. It's been compared to the dot-com crash, the bubble. It's been compared to everything, but we simply have never seen a revolution in finance like this. And if I would have to give anyone watching advice, buy some Bitcoin before it's millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. You have no idea. This is actually what I want to pivot into. You have no idea how much riskier it is to not own Bitcoin than to own it. People are scared to hold Bitcoin and rather want to hold the US dollar, which has lost almost 100% of its value. Fear often outweighs logic. True. People do not understand that the bigger risk is not buying Bitcoin. It's keeping your money in cash, something that is backed by literally less than marshmallows, less than cotton candy. It's backed by nothing. It's not even backed by air. It's backed by nothing. And it can be printed to infinity, which is exactly why your purchasing power, your dollars, you're working, maybe you're working 2-3 jobs right now. Why? 50 years ago, you didn't have to work 3 jobs to just pay for an apartment. Why do you have to do that now? Because the dollar is worthless. And there's one direction that the dollar's going, and that's down. And there's one direction that Bitcoin is going, and that's up. Look at the charts. They've already proven it. Bitcoin has just been going up. The US dollar has just been going down, been losing value. I don't know how many times I have to say this. It's so simple. Just buy Bitcoin before it's too late. As well, altcoins are breaking out here. Alt season, which we're going to jump into right now, is starting. So this is the total 2 chart. We're at the very forefront, the very beginning of this. ETH is not even at $5,000 yet. It's up a couple percent today, but it has a long way up once it breaks 5,000. Massive momentum is building on these charts. Ethereum, but also, obviously, as I just said, the entire altcoin space. If we look at the total 3 chart, actually, and we just look at where it's at right now as well, right there, ascending triangle right here. Look at this very clear support, just been bouncing, higher lows. We are in this triangle. Please, for the love of bananas and for the love of pizza's sake, just buy some before it's too late. Right? I've already made millions. I don't really care. I personally know that it's going to be a much better investment than 99% of things. So, but you could be watching this thinking, oh, he's just trying to pump his own bags. I mean, whatever, bro, don't buy it then. I don't care. Really. I'm fine. Actually, I'm more than fine. I'm fantastic, but I'm trying to help you here, literally. And this, bro, if you think that keeping your money in the US dollar is a good idea, what are you doing, man? Are you okay? Have you paid attention to anything? I just presented even data in this video, but I guarantee there's at least one person watching right now who disagrees. What's your reason? Leave a comment. I'm curious what your reason is. Are you okay? Do you need medication? Or what's the issue? It's very simple. The US dollar is garbage. They're printing it. They hate you. They don't want you to be financially free. They don't want you to escape the system. They want you working every day for the rest of your life, for the next 40 years, for less and less value every year. They want you to suffer. They don't care if it's hard for you. Think about 2008, when Bitcoin was created as a response to what happened in 2008. Laughing in our faces in New York City, the bankers that were being bailed out that drove the economy into the ground, laughing in people's faces as they were getting bailed out. And who paid the price? Who suffered more? Who ended up getting completely boned? Regular people. They do not care about you. If you want a chance of being financially free, you will buy Bitcoin. It's that simple. I want other people to benefit the same way that I have. And I have for a long time. I've wanted that for a long time. All you have to do is listen. It's very simple. On Bitcoin's daily chart, above the 21 and 50-day moving averages, this is good. On the short term, that's good. It's been above the 21 week. It has bounced there on the 21 week. So that's been good. This trend is just, wow, look, Bitcoin's just been going straight up. Let's go back even further. Wow, Bitcoin's just going straight up. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The further you go back, the more you realize, wow, Bitcoin's just been going up. Yes, there's little dumpies every once in a while, but who cares, bro? Just wait, be patient. It's going up. Every time it goes down, what you should be doing is buying more so that you can make multiples more when it goes back up, which it does. The stock market actually has broken to new all-time highs. The SPX, very high, currently sitting almost at 6,600, maybe above it by the time you're watching. The US dollar looks like it's about to break down. It looks disgustingly bad. We've been calling this perfectly for the past 9 months. Straight dumpage, exactly the way we thought it was going to go. Stocks are at new all-time highs. We're going to get rate cuts next week. Liquidity is flowing back in. Gold is breaking out. Bitcoin is going to benefit from it too. There's nothing else you need to do. Buy Bitcoin, get some alts, ride this crazy explosive alt gain, and then transfer it into Bitcoin. Sell it into Bitcoin. You'll have more Bitcoin, right? It's so simple. Do not overcomplicate it. Be patient. This is what we've been waiting for. It's coming. If you're watching this video right now and you're thinking, oh, why isn't it up yet? Give it a month. Give it 2 months, okay? Give it some time. Because so far, it's been completely correct. I've been bullish on Bitcoin for a long time. And look at the chart. It looks pretty good, right? It's up. If the chart was the opposite of this, I couldn't claim that. If it was like this is what it would look like if it was going down. Let's do the opposite of this. Oh, that means it's going up. It's crazy to me how many people, this might sound like I'm talking like people are dumb or something. 99% of the people watching this are not dumb, but there's at least a couple dozen people in here guaranteed watching this that are just dumb. They just don't get it, right? So I'm sorry, that's why I'm talking like this, but also those are the people that I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to get that last little sliver of people that have stumbled onto this topic of Bitcoin and they just don't get it. The US dollar is worthless. All fiat currency is worthless. All fiat currency is backed by nothing. Doesn't matter if you live in the US, Australia, Japan, anywhere, Europe, any of the countries in Europe, it's all worthless money. The only money that is not printed to infinity and actually backed by math is Bitcoin. Would it hurt to even just get a little, right? I'm not even saying, hey, you should put everything in it. Would it hurt to maybe just get a little? What if it does go up forever? What if it actually does hit millions and millions of dollars per coin in the next decade? What if? Wouldn't it just make sense to maybe get some? Maybe 1% of your portfolio, 5%. Doesn't it just make sense? Any rational person, yes, obviously it makes sense. But it makes sense to put way more than that into it, honestly. But we're just trying to start small and then get big. And then maybe even get bigger. But overall, I think this month is going to be interesting. I think Q4, starting next month, is going to be even bigger. But as this comment says right here, green Septembers fuel monster Q4s. Absolutely. Very bullish. Ethereum, I'm so excited for Ethereum to break out because it's going to lead the rest of the altcoin market. This chart's going to go insane and gains are going to be coming. And Bitcoin on the daily, honestly, is kind of impressive right now. Maybe we'll have a back test. Maybe we'll come back and have to retest here. Maybe, I don't know. Who cares? It's going to go up. Doesn't matter. Also, only a couple spots left. Sign up to FemX Blow and get 10 free dollars as well as thousands of dollars in bonuses. Without further ado.